friends, welcome back to my channel about cross stitch. I missed you guys and I'm really excited to take a few minutes to come and visit with you today. I hope you're all doing well and preparing for the holidays that are upon us and just enjoying this time of life. I started my new job the past 2 weeks. The first week was online training, and then this past week was in the field doing actual home inspections, and it was a lot. To say it wore me out each day is an understatement. You don't realize how out of shape you are until you're doing something like that, and I just hope that it helps me evolve and become healthier and become more in shape, because there were some long days. And so yeah, it was a good week, but a lot's kind of happened since I spoke to you last. My poor dad, he took a fall and has a couple fractures in his hip, but luckily they won't need to do surgery on them. But unfortunately, it'll be this painful 6-week recovery, just kind of walking through it and just trying to not baby it so you don't cause other problems. So I've been going up to the hospital to visit him. They should be releasing him soon, and so, you know, we're just kind of trying to work with him through that. I have a teeny bit of stitching. I thought I would show you some previous finishes. I drug out some stuff over here to try to make it a little more festive in my stitching room for you. At the end of the video, I will insert some photos of some of my holiday decor for fun. This is a little tree I put in the guest main bathroom. And then this is my stitching from last year by Hands On Design, the collaboration with Priscilla Blaine of Stitching with the Housewives, her chock full jar series. And so we'll talk to you a little bit about that in a few minutes. I thought I would start with some previous finishes, and all these are from I believe are from 2020, or most of them anyway. I have the first one I want to show you is called Marley Minty from With I Needle and Thread, and it was a free stitch along with Brunches Gervais, and that one is really adorable. I stitched this on 36 count Fox and Rabbit Eureka, and I used looks like some of my own colors on it: Sticks and Twigs, 610 DMC, Oscar, B52, Off-White, Weeks Dye Works Cayenne, Licorice Red, Perfect Pie Crust, and Black Coffee. I finished it on some sticky board, and I just ripped some fabric to put around the edge, and I glued on a little label, just simple finish, and I hang this on the tree by my front door. So that's that. Then I have Early Christmas Morning. I finished this, I started this in 2020, and I finished it into 2021. Early Christmas Morning pincushion. And I love this so much. I leave it out year round in my stitching room, but I'm going to move it out into the front room, put it on display. And this is stitched on 36 count Fox and Rabbit up in the attic linen. And let's see, I put a little bee in the bottom corner of this cross stitch right there, and I was really proud of myself. It was my first drum finish, pincushion drum finish. It's a little wonky, but it's homemade, right? I love it. Okay, next I want to show you, let's see, a couple of finishes that were gifts to me, cross stitch. A friend of the family, Brent and Cynthia, the wife, she made ornaments from each of my kids when they were born. I'm going to cover up part of their birthday. But this is the one she made for my daughter, Gabrielle. and cute little finish. And then when my son Hunter was born, she made this one. And on the back, and then my son Wyatt, oops, this cross stitch actually has some beads and little pillow. So this is the first cross stitch that was gifted to me. I thought those were fun to show you. I put those on the front tree by my front door. And I'll insert some pictures at the end of my tree by the front door. All right, and then I also finished by Bench Creek and Heart and Hand. It's called Friend Stitch Tree. And this is that one that I modified to get a finish out of it. And I put it next to the little cardinal bird. So I have those out. And also from Friend Stitch, they have a Holly Jolly ornament, and I finished this one. I like how this one turned out. Holly Jolly Christmas. I finished it in a round, and I mounted it on some fabric on this little old metal hoop. And then I put this greenery around the edge. And then I just put a little piece of ribbon up through the top of the hoop hardware. And this just hangs in on my tree. I thought that was kind of a fun little finish using an antique hoop. And then, what else? This was my very first Prairie Schooler Santa that I finished using the Chalkboard DMC, stitched on 28 count fabric. And this is, I had coffee tea dyed it myself, and look at all the color ran down here to this corner, even though it was all over. And I baked it and everything. So just word to the wise, if you're coffee tea dyeing things yourself, may not hold up through time. So I think I'm going to take my antiquing spray and hit a few other areas on it. But I really think this is a cute one. I put a little rusty bells on it and the little foliage. I glued on some of this jute type ribbon on the edge. It's on sticky board, and I used curl ribbon that has a wire in it to glue around the edge, and just covered it the back with some felt. And I think he turned out really cute. I like him a lot. I need to get to my other Prairie Schooler Santas. Then I have Chicken Joy. This was the first freebie from Priscilla and Chelsea. Stitching with the Housewives, and I believe you can get it on their blog. I think it's called Chicken Joy. And at the time I didn't even have a chicken, and I debated leaving the chicken off, and now I'm so glad I didn't, now that I have my 5 little chickens, my 5 little hens. And this really cute little pattern. It's got some little knots for like it's supposed to have little knots for ornaments, but I think I just did X's because I was like, I am not tying knots. Anyway, simple finish, and this hangs on my front door tree as well. This is just on some 14 count chalkboard Ada. And then this one, I think is a little piece of a chart I took from Hands On Design, her collaboration with Priscilla Blaine. And it was on one of her bigger charts, and I just took the Santa and the reindeer off of it, and I stitched it up on some black chalkboard Ada and made a little teeny ornament out of it. And looking at it now, I wish I would have done some, like, stitched some snowflakes or something on it. So I might look for some little snowflake buttons and maybe just glue them on or sew them on or something. I think it looks a little plain. I think it needs a little something. So I'll probably do that next year. And finally, my big finish was Snow Village. This is my Country Cottage Needleworks. and it's called Snow Village, and there's 12 little patterns, and you can stitch them up separate or put them all together. And I put them all together on the called for fabric with the called for floss. The called for fabric was Country French Rain 16 count Aida. And I did put it behind glass and had it framed by Sandy at the attic. She did an amazing job. Sorry for the reflection, trying to get less reflection there for you. And I just really wanted it. It was my first big piece and all that white snow. And I was really proud of myself because it was hard. Took me over a year. It took me over a year, I think, to stitch it, but really happy with it. And I'm happy with how it turned out. So that's my big finish. And then I have this one here. I'll show you up close. I finished with washer and magnets type things. This is a metal board, so, and I have different ones for different seasons. This is on the 14 count Black Aida. This was a club through Fat Quarter Shop, and with Hands-On Design and Priscilla Blaine. I found the Santa Claus head, and it looked just like these, so I thought he was perfect for it. So I made a little bow and put some little picks in, and he's cute. Just sits out in the front room. So those are my previous finishes. And then I thought I would show you the little stitching I did work on. I talked to you last time about how I was changing the fabric for Dear Daughter because it wasn't, my stitching wasn't really showing up. See, I'll refresh your memory. See how you can see it, but it's not, it's kind of lost. And one thing I've learned in my 2-3 years of stitching is if it's not working, don't try to make it work. Don't force it if it's just a no-go. So I changed my fabric and I chose a piece of 36 count Seraphim antique lace. And I love the Seraphim linens. They're really pretty. And look at my progress. And look at the difference the linen choice is making. Even though I loved the other linen, it was gorgeous. And I did a floss toss and the colors all looked great. When you start stitching, you couldn't see it. And look how beautiful this is going to be. I really love it. So, that's my stitching. And that's my progress. Not a lot, but I'm hoping that, you know, I've only been on the job 1 week in the field, and obviously I need to give myself some time. I can't expect to just start a new job and, you know, everything is easy breezy, but I do anticipate getting more stitching time. I do have time off for Christmas. I have Friday and Saturday. Well, Saturday's Christmas. So, Friday, Christmas Eve, is a paid holiday at this company, so I'll be off Friday, and then because Christmas falls on Saturday, I'll be off on Monday. So I'll have a 4-day weekend, and I'm sure I'll be able to get some stitching in then. I hope to visit with you again before Christmas, and even if I don't have a lot of stitching to show, at least I'll check in with you all. I miss you all, and I really appreciate all of you, and I hope that you're healthy and getting lots of fun stitching time in. And I think that's all I have for you this week. So until next time, stay flossy, my friends. Bye.